Hello there, collective. How are you today? I'm logging on for a quick message for someone. Right now, I'm speaking to someone who has answered the call, not for attention, fame, or recognition, but because you feel as connected to the divine in your human form as you did in spirit. If this is you, there might be those around you who feel like you haven't yet paid for your past mistakes. They think you've gotten away with wrongdoing, never facing the consequences, and believing that they can do karma's job better than karma itself. They've taken matters into their own hands. But now they've created a mess of problems they can't escape. They've become so tangled in their issues that they've forgotten why they wanted karma's help in the first place. Their so-called revenge has distracted them from their original purpose. What they didn't realize is that karma doesn't always play out in obvious ways. Sometimes it unfolds publicly for all to see, but other times it works quietly within a person's soul to spark their spiritual awakening. In the beginning, they were seeking redemption. Redemption means the action of saving or becoming saved from sin, error, or evil. Another meaning is the action of regaining or gaining possession of something in exchange for payment or clearing a debt. Now let's take a moment to reflect. What if their idea of sin, error, or evil is inaccurate? Influenced by their emotions, trauma, or judgment? If they act on a perceived wrong, one that might not even be real, they're not serving justice. Instead, they're creating karma for themselves. Some people don't realize that you've been in situations that could make anyone look like the bad guy, but it's not because you are. The divine knows your heart and understands that you ended up in those situations not out of malice, but because of ignorance, not knowing any better, or because of unhealed trauma and pain. Karma works to clear debts and restore balance. A spiritual debt can be cleared when someone chooses to turn their mistakes into a lesson for others. Karma doesn't always come as the downfall of an individual. When someone grows from their mistakes and decides not to repeat them, a karmic cycle can end. Some people can't tell the difference between an answered prayer and a sinner. They didn't pick up on the fact that you were placed in their lives as an opportunity for them to benefit from your vibration in an enlightening way. Instead, they judged you based on appearances and past mistakes. But the truth is, you serve your purpose in humility. And for some of you, it goes deeper. You've had to endure many losses, build resilience, make countless mistakes, and look foolish time and time again to prepare for the moment you answered the call. You are a true alchemist. You can face situations that would leave most people labeled as villains, but you emerge as something greater. You came out of those experiences with a higher level of consciousness and wisdom that can guide others through similar challenges. Unlike some, you have the unique ability to transmute these experiences into growth, not just for yourself, but for others who may not be as equipped to do the same. Some of the karmics in your life have fooled themselves into thinking they have authority over your life. They don't realize they were part of your preparation. part of making you look foolish, part of the journey that forced you to build resilience, part of the pain you had to heal from, and part of the shame you needed to overcome. For a moment, they thought they were winning. Healing isn't linear, it's circular. Often, as we journey through healing, we circle back to lessons we've already learned, only to realize there's more to understand. It's like when you watch a movie for the first time and then you watch it again a second time thinking, wow, I missed that the first time. Then when you watch it a third time, you say, I missed that too, both times. That's how healing works. And because of this, people can easily mistake the healing process for them having control over you. They may think that because you've dealt with something before, it means it's already finished. But healing is more than just one lesson. It's an ongoing journey. And now that you've reached a level in your development where you no longer need to be humiliated to be prepared, because you've alchemized pain into purpose, shame into confidence, and weakness into resilience, they think you unfairly left them behind. See, you're no longer their work of art. You are your own. You are the living embodiment of the art created through your purpose. Most stories have more than one villain. Everyone contributes to their negative experiences in some way. When someone chooses to look only outside themselves for the source of their pain and discomfort, they're only seeing half the problem. And if they only see half of the problem, their understanding of karma will only address half of the solution. However, karma as a universal law is never random or haphazard. It's always served in proportion to one's actions. If someone views others as the entire problem, they risk overstepping and over-serving karma. In contrast, karma itself only serves what's fair, maintaining the appropriate balance. If they remain the same while you learned from your mistakes, you grew past them. Now they think you believe you're better or that life dealt you a better hand. They perceive your progression as an act of injustice. And as I said before, for some of you, it goes deeper. You had a soul contract in place designed for you to experience everything they've witnessed so that all those experiences would lead you to your purpose. They don't know that by challenging you, they're taking on an entire spiritual army. When they come up against you, they're coming up against the divine and every energy and force tied to your soul contract, including your ancestors and the spirit allies of those you're meant to guide and lead through your purpose. They don't understand your level of protection and how it aligns with your commitment to fulfilling your purpose. Not everyone answers the call, and because of that, they're unfamiliar with the powerful pull it has on those who do. A karmic debt can be cleared through transformation. As life pushed you to grow and become more aware of your impact on yourself and others, you aligned with higher consciousness. And through that process, your karmic debts were cleared. But again, the process is deeply internal, intimate, and personal. To the outside world, the transformation that comes with transmuting karma is not always visible. It's not up to them or anyone to decide how or when a karmic debt is cleared. Taking matters into their own hands is a serious mistake, especially if the karmic debt has already been cleared between you and the divine or will be cleared through your life purpose. Physical eyes are not equipped to pass spiritual judgment. In the earthly realm, punishments are given in proportion to the crime, ensuring that someone who commits an offense deserving of community service isn't given the death penalty. However, there are those who take matters to spiritual court, attempting to give others a life sentence for petty crimes. This is why vengeance belongs to the divine. Humans are rarely qualified to deliver karma, and when they try, they often put themselves in harm's way. They may not have even been on karma's radar until they decided to take matters into their own hands. By doing so, they've now caught karma's attention. Karma will teach them a lesson. They've moved outside their lane, stepped beyond their bounds. If they had let karma do its job from the beginning, it would have served justly, in alignment with karma's own virtue. Collective, I'm here to tell you to continue allowing karma to do its work. We all have our place in the cosmos, and karma performs its job well. Don't let the karmics distract you from your purpose. Thank you for listening.